guys, so today I have another review for you, 2 reviews actually, because I want to review 2 books for you which actually kind of intertwine, and that are Night Brilliance and Dawn by Tanya Heitmann. Like I said in my October wrap up that I would do a review for both of them, and so now here it is. Both of the books were obviously written by Tanya Heitmann and were both published in the Heine publishing company. They were both probably €19.95, but they aren't available anymore as physical copies. You can buy them as ebooks, and then they cost $7.99. But you can buy the hardbacks or the paperbacks as you wish, actually pretty cheap from eBay. That is where I got my copy, my hardback copy of Dawn from. And the books have 478 and 479 pages. So Dawn is 1 page longer than Night Brilliance, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, I just want to give you a short synopsis of Dawn. In Dawn is about the student Leah, who meets a mysterious guy at her professor's house, and that guy is named Adam. Yeah, you might have heard the name before. He's also appearing in Night Brilliance. And she falls in love with Adam, and he's really pretty mysterious, and he isn't really mortal. Actually, he is immortal, and how meeting him changes her life you have to read for yourself. And Night Brilliance is the prequel to Dawn, and it tells Adam's story, and it is from Adam's point of view, and it gives us a story how Adam became immortal and what happened to him, how did he became the guy he was in Dawn. And yeah, obviously some of the characters appearing in Dawn are appearing in Night Brilliance as well, or the other way around, as you might want to say it, see it, it doesn't matter. Next I want to talk a bit about the creatures in this book, because actually at the back of Dawn it says, "Can you fall in love with a vampire?" And no, these books aren't about vampires. Although everyone thinks this, and although the author said it herself, actually, okay, that's a mild spoiler, but I will say it anyway. Actually, there is a scene in the book where Leah asks Adam if he wants to bite her and to show his teeth and all the stuff, and he just laughs at her. So no, they aren't vampires. They are immortal and they need blood, but it is more in a demonic way, because there is a demon that takes over the bodies of the persons, and he's invited by a kiss. And when he takes over your body, which is actually more of a vessel for him, he mostly takes it over completely and just erases all of your soul, and the parts, the broken parts that are left, he really melts into. And so the person actually is just wants to fulfill the demon's wishes. He just wants to fulfill the demon's wishes, but with some people it's actually different, like with Adam, because he keeps his soul, he keeps his humanity, and really he's all the time in a conflict with himself. So yeah, that makes him a bit really special. And the demon wants blood, and he actually wants to take over more bodies and more vessels and wants to spread. And this demon was originally one demon, and somehow he was torn apart, and every time a new demon is created from the demon he is, from the person he is created, he gives a part of himself of the demon, so the demon becomes more fractured every time a new immortal being is created. And like I said, the demon wants blood, but he just wants it actually for fun. It's more of a ritual, and the demon is like a god, and that's just to please him and to honor your god and all of that stuff. It's actually it's weird at times. So no vampires, immortal beings with demons in their souls, in their hearts. So yeah. And then my opinions about the books. As I said in my October wrap-up, I gave Night Brillance a 5 out of 5 stars. That didn't change. I really loved it. I'm a huge fan of Adam. I'm really in love with this guy. He's so amazing, and I think he's even more amazing in Night Brillance than he is in Dawn. But in Dawn, he's pretty awesome as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't have read Night Brillance in the first place some years ago. And you see him in this book kind of differently, because at times he's really a douche. He's in both books. At times he's really a douche, and I was like, oh my god, get over yourself. But I think because you are reading from his perspective, you kind of understand him better, and he does so lovely things in this book. It's just amazing. He's one of the most guys I love. He's one of my most favorite fictional boyfriends, and both books are really brutal, because, oh, I forgot to say that they heal pretty quickly like vampires, but that's the demon because he wants to keep his vessel pretty. Yeah. And the book is really brutal, and because they heal pretty fast, they can be even more brutal, which, yeah, you need to have a taste of it, but I enjoyed it. And it has also a sexual tension, and those aren't young adult books, those are adult books, so just so you know, that was a thing that I wasn't aware of when I read the books, when I read Winter Night. This was the first book I read by Tanya Heitman, and I realized pretty quickly that it wasn't a young adult book, but I loved it at that time, and I still love them, and they are amazing. About the thing, which of the books shall you read first, because that is really an asked question everywhere. I've seen that on Facebook where someone had these two and Winter Night and was like, what book shall I read first? And everyone was saying something differently. I have done it. The first time I read Dawn first, and then I read Night Brilliance, and this time I read it the other way around, and I actually have to say, it doesn't matter in which order you read it. Really, it doesn't matter. The only books that connect with each other are those two. The others are just Winter Night and the fourth book. They have nothing to do with those two and nothing to do with each other. So with those you can mix and match the way you want, and with those two I would say it really, actually it doesn't matter, but I would probably read Dawn first the next time, because it was actually pretty hard seeing Adam in this book when he was at his worst, and knowing what he has done in the book before. That was so sweet and nice, and that was actually pretty hard, so I guess I would read Dawn first, but it doesn't matter, and you get to know some characters as well, and there's the same thing. It doesn't matter if you get to know him in those books and know why they are the way they are by reading Night Brilliance, or you get to know them in Night Brilliance and see them in Dawn again and say, oh, they have changed, okay, I know why. It's obviously because this and this happened, so that really, it doesn't matter, read them the way you want. This is chronologically earlier than this one, but it's not a big deal, so read them the way you want. And I would start with Dawn, but probably the next time I read them, I read Brillance again first. I don't know. I will see about that. So, my opinion, again, I loved Brillance. I also loved Dawn. Although like I said, I didn't love it as much as Brillance, so I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars, but it's still amazing. And Leah is really a lovely character, and you really know that there is a lot of the author herself in Leah, because Leah works at a publishing company, and Tanya Heitman did it as well. She reads the books others publish and corrects them and stuff, and Leah does the same. So we have some insight and some additional information about the stuff happening, and it was really interesting. And sometimes, because Leah is such a book nerd like us, really, she loves books as much as we do, as much as all of us booktubers and book bloggers do. And at times she was like, oh, now at this point, every female person would really hate her as a main protagonist, and it was really funny. And it was really funny having Megan in this book, and the dialogues between Leah and Megan, they were just hilarious. I was laughing non-stop, and it was really funny, and I enjoyed them both, and I enjoyed the characters in both of the books, although at times I was a bit confused, but sometimes that happens. But that was probably because there were rereads for me, and I have remembered things differently. But like I said, it's really a great book, and yeah, go check them out. Like, because it says it is about vampires, and it clearly isn't. There are a lot of controversial opinions about the books, but I just love them. I've loved them 4 years ago when I read them. I love them now, and I bought this in hardback and because I wanted to read it over and over again, so that has to mean something, that I like the books. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of chit-chatty review of the 2 books, and I hope I see you soon with another video. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the book, and yeah, I'll see you soon with another video. Goodbye!